Crunchy.
Hello, Crunch community. I'm here with John, and we are going to be looking at into the Deadpool Wolverine final trailer. We're going to give our short reaction, and then we're going to theorize on what's going to happen in the movie. It's coming out this Friday. I'm pretty excited. I haven't been this excited for a Marvel movie in a long time. Maybe
Yeah,
I think the last great one was Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which has been I think it's been a strong while. I don't think it came out this year, right? It was like last year.
yeah, I think so too. But even with that movie, I wasn't nearly as hyped as I am for this movie. Like this movie has me just about as hyped as when I went to go see Spider-Man. Because before Spider-Man, it was probably Endgame that I was the most excited for. So like that is like the same level of excitement that I have. Like I feel like I have to see it this weekend, or I'm gonna get everything spoiled for me. So I feel like I have to see it.
I'm right there with you, man. I'm watching it opening night.
Nice.
Let's go and start this up.
I know I turn everything into a joke, but I care. I want to use that for something important. I waited a long time for this team up. In my world, you're well regarded.
I know it's
You're
iconic.
an
I would
X-Man.
have really loved the orange and black Wolverine costume.
Fuck that, you were the X-Man. The Wolverine. He's a hero in my world. Yeah, well, he ain't shit in mine. Scott used to beg me to wear this suit. So did Storm and Beast. But I couldn't have him thinking I wanted to be there. It was too late. It's only 9 people, but my entire world is right here in this picture. And I have no idea how to save it alone, but you know how to save them.
That was there. What there
Whoever you
goes.
think I am. You got
Mom
the
showing
wrong
too
guy.
damn much. Mom was
So
showing too
yeah,
damn much.
they're showing a
Mom,
lot, dude.
You were always the wrong guy.
holy fuck,
No,
man.
you weren't.
They should not let him
Are you
speak,
ready?
man.
Fuck yeah, I'm ready. I'm the Wolverine.
Stop it.
Oh, I like the little callback to Spider-Man with that last part, dude.
You think they'll
Man,
just have Tom Holland in there just to fuck with it?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's what makes me feel like this movie is gonna have a lot more than we expect in it. Just simply by them giving us, X-23. What's her real actress name? Daphne something. Like her coming back for this role so many years later is amazing.
Yeah.
So I had a theory that she was gonna be in here, before they showed this, and it turns out she is. Like it's confirmed. Like she's gonna be in it. Um, so it's amazing to me that they're showing us this much of Deadpool and Wolverine. So it makes me feel like we are in store for a huge movie full of just Easter eggs, guest appearances, and just across the board, just people who are just that we had no idea were going to be part of this movie.
I was like, I'm trying to like remember how low. Like, damn, that seems like long ago, but it wasn't that long ago. Like Logan came out 2017,
Yeah, yeah, and
so
it
7
was
years ago.
hands down the best movie of the X-Men series.
Damn, so that doesn't seem like. I was like, she aged like pretty quick. Like,
Well, I mean, she was like
that's
what
7 years.
9 years old. So yeah, she's gonna look like almost an
Okay,
adult.
okay, yeah. I
If
was
she's
like,
not 18, she's like 16, 17.
that's really interesting.
No idea how old she really is, but I mean, she's grown now. It's been a few years.
Yeah, I was like, damn. So it's been a while since the last Wolverine movie. Okay,
Yeah, man.
I thought it was like I always had distinction. I guess it's just time is gonna be that. I thought it was a while since Hugh Jackman put on the Wolverine suit, but no, it's only been 7
Yeah,
years,
he
not even
he
10.
he went out thinking that was gonna be his last rendition of Wolverine.
Oh yeah, that Justin made a joke that that check looked pretty nice.
It must have. But in the behind the scenes content that they've been going on, like I've been watching some interviews, and apparently it just came to him that he went to them, letting them know I want to do this.
Oh
So
wow.
for Ryan Reynolds had been in talks with Feige for apparently years at this point about a Deadpool movie. What's the idea? What are they going to do? How are they going to integrate Deadpool into Marvel? And so Ryan Reynolds has apparently been like a huge voice in what's going to happen. And then
Oh,
one day out of the blue, Hugh Jackman just calls Ryan Reynolds because he's like, you know what, I'm ready. I want to do this.
yeah.
This is what I want to
Yeah.
do. And apparently there was like it happened on the day Ryan had a meeting with Feige. So that day he brought it up to Feige, and they're like, all right, it's greenlit 100%. We're gonna do it. And
um,
apparently that was like 2 or 3 years ago.
yeah, I mean, it's thanks to Ryan Reynolds that we even have a Deadpool. He's
Exactly.
um, I mean, someone leaked the Deadpool film to get that traction. Someone did
Mm-hmm.
it,
Yeah,
as
it did.
Ryan Reynolds said. It wasn't me. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. Do you think it's gonna be as big as cameos as Doctor Strange 2 was? I think that's
I
what
think
the reason that put it in the dirt was that a lot of people had the expectation that there was gonna be so many different cameos and stuff like that, and
See,
it
I
wasn't what people
believe there
expected.
is. I
You
believe
think
there
so?
is because if you think about it, Doctor Strange, that movie, it was a little all over the place, and nor did it not have a star presence like Ryan Reynolds. So I believe that Ryan Reynolds is going to make a lot of these things happen because he's going to push the boundaries. He's going to be the one that's really, taking it to where the fans want. Because I can't remember the director's name, but I believe it was the Sam Raimi. It was Sam Raimi. So I don't know if Sam Raimi really has that kind of pull for Marvels to really bring out all those cameos and Easter eggs and to fulfill them for fans the way they probably would have. But I think Ryan Reynolds has a bigger voice and a more of a sense of what fans really want to see.
Yeah,
And I think it's been preached around by him and others that it's kind of like a callback to the entire X-Men universe that was there at Fox. So I mean, it's gonna be a big farewell to them. So I feel like it's gonna be more centered around that, and we're gonna get a little less from what the Marvel universe is that we have now. We're gonna get a little less, but I think we're gonna get some big characters in it that we get to see, at least that we get to interact with. Because there's no way I think that Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and Robert Downey Jr. Or maybe okay, less so Robert Downey Jr., but more Chris Hemsworth and more Chris Evans. Like, there's no way they're not part of like a Deadpool movie, right? Like, there's no way. Like, there's not part. Like, even if it's just like for a split second, I feel like they're gonna be part of it in some way or fashion. So I feel like there's gonna be something in there that's a little bit more for us than in like the past movie with Doctor Strange.
I think. Oh man, so defending Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi had a lot of great ideas that didn't get implemented because it's Marvel. Like he said
Hmm.
that there was like what's like art for Wanda where like she would have a skull. No, her skull would be like into a crown. Like the crown would be
Mm,
like lodged into her skull, which was really
okay.
cool. But of course, that Marvel still kind of kiddie, so like they
Yeah, nah,
couldn't
nah,
do
I don't
that.
think that
But
would have worked. I don't think that. I mean, it would have been cool if it was just like a WandaVision. Like if it was back like how Spider-Man had the webs integrated into his biology. I mean, kind of like that. Like it
yeah,
was cool when we had nothing else going on, but like it would have been cool if it was just like a Wanda movie on its own.
and then
I think.
I don't know. I think Doctor Strange is a little bit too serious to have so many cameos. I think
Yeah.
Deadpool could do it right because even in Deadpool 2, there was just that amazing cameo where they opens up to like the new X-Men
Yeah.
cast, and they just
Yeah,
close the
yeah.
door. So I think it's just gonna be just a little bit like that. Like, did you see
Yeah,
that?
something like that. Yeah. So very simple Easter eggs like that. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of, and done in a
Mhm.
very tasteful, funny fashion instead of like the little things we got like with Professor X and in Doctor Strange. He just kind of just rolls in and kind of does his own little
Yeah,
thing. Like something like very not fulfilling. Like you feel like it's a build up and it's kind of a letdown at the end.
I feel like if we're making predictions about cameos, I think there's been a lot of talk. I don't know. I think it's wishful thinking. I don't want him back as a character, but I think this would be just a great send off, just so I could put it to rest. I think that they should bring a cameo of Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
Oh man, that would be very interesting if they did that. I don't know if they will though. I really don't know if they will. But that would be very interesting. At least if like in his Ghost Rider form, because maybe they don't actually need Nick Cage for that. So possibly.
Yeah.
Um I mean I
Only
feel
because
like
so the only reason I say that, and oh wait, well I don't know, because I don't want this to put fuel into a fire that like, oh, he's coming back to Ghost Rider. I don't want Nicolas Cage to come back as Ghost Rider. They
mhm,
do make Ghost Rider movie. I'd rather it be like whatever everyone's been saying. Norman Reedus, um, Keanu Reeves, any of those two guys, I'll be great with, but not
yeah,
no
and that's what I
please
mean. Like maybe just like the CGI
no
Ghost
the
Rider, not
CGI.
necessarily like a person, if that makes sense. Like they don't show the person as Ghost Rider, they just show a Ghost Rider. So I think that would be pretty cool because we haven't seen Ghost Rider in a long time. Um, I don't know who I really want to see. I think I'm more on the fence of I would love to see Spider-Man, but I don't know if it's gonna be done right. If that makes sense. Like I would love to see a Spider-Man. It doesn't have to be Tom Holland Spider-Man, but just a Spider-Man. Because I really like interactions between Deadpool and Spider-Man. I think they're really
That's
funny.
really good. Yeah,
Like comic or animated, because like they're so good. They're so funny together. And I think
it'd
it would just
be
be
very
really cool to
interesting.
see on the big screen for once. Like, like just like seeing Deadpool do the little Spider-Man thing at the car in the end. I'm like, he has to have some type of interaction with Spider-Man. Something he needs to have something. So I'm hopeful, but I'm on the fence because I don't know if it's gonna be enough for me. So like, or if it's gonna be
You
done
know,
right, because I feel like
I
that's a tall order, dude.
this just give me an idea. I feel like he's gonna be like throughout the whole movie. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I really want to see Spider Man. I hope we get to see Spider Man." And then like, um, he's hoping to see whether Tom Holland or Tobey Maguire. And it's only because like everyone puts like probably Andrew Garfield's release. He's my favorite, but I feel like Andrew Garfield makes an appearance. It's like, oh crap, we got the Andrew Garfield Spider Man.
Yeah,
It's those little
something
jokes
like
that
that.
I
Yeah.
think
Oh, so it's kind of like part one of Deadpool when you're like, we're gonna go talk to the professor,
yeah.
the guy, and he's like, which one, McAvoy Stewart? This universe is so confusing.
yeah.
So something like, yeah, that would be kind of
Yeah.
cool. That would be kind of cool. I would love to see something like that.
Yeah.
I'd be more happy
Um,
with that than if we just got like a little glimpse of Spider-Man. I think.
mhm. I don't know anything else. A lot of people just want like a whole bunch of Fox actors to come back. I know people want to see Punisher. I even remember Punisher, man.
Yeah,
Um,
the Punisher movies were pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Back then, I
I
actually
don't think
enjoyed
I can't
those.
remember them.
I
Cannot
I
remember
enjoyed
them
them.
for life of
For the
me.
most part, I enjoyed them. I would love to see Jonathan Berthel come back, to be honest, but I think he's already integrated, like quote unquote, into the Marvel universe. So
I
I
think
don't know.
so. I think he did like a lot of pushback because he wasn't sure
Yeah.
if they were going to put maturity on Punisher, but
Mhm.
I think they signed him off.
So that would be
Um,
actually pretty interesting to see. Like if we were to see that Netflix Marvel universe start getting integrated, starting with the Deadpool. I mean, that would
yeah.
be pretty cool. Seeing a Punisher Deadpool thing, because I mean, there's a lot of comics with Deadpool and Punisher at the forefront. So that'd be pretty cool too.
Um, what else? Like, what do you think the story's gonna do? Like, what is this gonna do for the MCU? Like, you think this is gonna affect
Mm.
anything, or do you think it's actually gonna do like a whole?
I have
Because
no
I
idea because if you remember watching Loki, the very
mhm,
end of Loki, I feel like there's a
yeah,
tie-in with the end of Loki and the beginning of Deadpool. There has to be. There has to be some type of integration. So who knows where we start out? Because I'm very not clear where Loki s- where where the end of Loki or the end of Loki. I don't really understand how things are going to be happening from this point on. Um, so I'm not sure where it falls in place because I know that the Time Syndicate is that the name of it?
I
Was that
believe so. Yeah, time
yeah?
syndicate
So
sounds
I
right.
think that's where that's where Deadpool's story starts because that's how he's able to jump around. I'm assuming from this point on because he's trying to get Wolverine, which is from a different timeline than his. So it has to be something in there, and then I think from this point on we're going to start seeing different universes, which I think will introduce the Fantastic Four universe because I
Okay.
don't think the Fantastic Four universe takes place in the current timeline of what's going on now. So I think they're going to go that route. Because if I remember right, I think Fantastic Four timeline starts in the 70s. At least that's what I think is
Mm.
theorized.
It was the TVA time authority
TVA. Okay.
variants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Are we still in the Kang? Like, are we still in the? Are we still doing Kang or
I
no?
think we are on the fence on that. But
Okay.
with the Jonathan Majors conviction, I don't or non-sentencing, whatever happened. I think they decided to go a different direction. But the
Damn.
thing with Kang is that they still can use Kang because he doesn't have to look like Jonathan Majors. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So they might decide to do that route. They might still continue with Kang, just a different actor. Um,
Yeah, because
or it would just be completely different. They'll just go a completely different route.
yeah, I've been hearing Kang and Doctor Doom, so I'm
Doctor
not sure.
Doom. Yeah.
Yes, I'm not sure what's if what do you think the big bads for Deadpool is? The TVA or I don't think
Whoever that woman was, I think is maybe the baddie of that universe. But I have no idea who the actual big villain is.
maybe Lady Deadpool.
No, not Lady Deadpool. The one who was like stabbing Wolverine's head or whatever the case was. She
Oh,
was
okay.
bald.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at that Lady Deathpool image, and there's like a whole bunch of people behind her. So I think this will be like the
The end game.
universe,
The end game.
the universe of Deadpool's. Just a whole bunch
Yeah,
of Deadpool stacked.
I think it's gonna be a bunch of variants of Deadpool that are coming out Endgame style.
Yeah.
That is my biggest prediction that we're gonna have an Endgame style ending for Deadpool. And there's gonna be a bunch of Deadpool variants.
That's gonna be really cool. I think
Yeah,
there's because there's a lot of different Deadpools. Um, I think there's like actual like a Deadpool dinosaur, like as a T Rex,
I think there is.
and
Yeah.
then also Panda. I would like to see those.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's almost like almost having like a whole bunch of Deadpools is about like it really is great as having a whole bunch of Spider-Mans. You know, the whole
Yeah,
Deadpool
like
versus
the
Spider Verse.
yeah the Spider Verse.
That
Yeah,
those are
Deadpool
ones I
verse.
always look forward to.
So
But
I think it's gonna be pretty cool, man. I think there's gonna be a big
yeah,
Deadpool fight at the end.
yeah. I'm really excited. Like I'm glad Marvel. I was hoping Marvel would stay behind because they can't really hold on to spoilers. They gotta
But
release a
that's
little
the
bit.
thing, dude. They've held on to spoilers until now. Like they've waited until the last week to give us a little bit more of content.
They didn't have to show Sabretooth the X-23 man.
Sabretooth,
That's
they've been showing Sabretooth for a while. And I guess it's a little inevitable. If you have
yeah.
a Wolverine movie, you gotta have Sabretooth. It's in some
But
integration.
X-23, they should have kept that secret a little bit longer because I
That's what I
think
mean. I feel like because they kept X-23 a secret for so long. Think about how long they kept it a secret for. It has to have been more than a year that they kept X-23 as a secret, right?
But I think Daphne Keene, I think she was interviewed and they asked her, "So are you in the movie?" And she's like, "I don't know. They haven't ask me or anything like that. I was like,
Mhm.
you guys could have kept that secret just a little
But
bit
that's what I
longer.
mean, dude. A week. Think about it. Think about it. A week before the movie is released, we get the reveal that she's in it. So what that tells me is that they probably have an entire movie just full of things that we're gonna like. That's what I feel like. It like they kept this one a secret for so long. They gave it this little thing, and they want people to be like, oh, "Okay, that's what this movie is. This is whatever." Like they gave out everything from this movie, but I think there's gonna be a lot more to this movie than just her. And cameos, Easter eggs, reveals, how they're gonna integrate the Marvel universe. There's gonna be so much more in that movie with just all of that content. And I feel like this is just a distraction from what the big picture is.
You watching it opening night?
I think I have to. Either if it's not opening night, it's gotta be this weekend, dude. It has to be.
I'm watching it open night. I feel like I have to because I'm going out of town and like I know it's gonna be on every BuzzFeed. Like if I'm going through any
Yep.
of my social medias, YouTube,
Yep. It's gonna
Instagram,
it's gonna get
whatever. Yep.
spoiled, dude.
So I have to, man. And I'm pretty fine with it. I'm a clap type of person, I like to go with the crowd,
I
where
hate
the
to go with the
crowd's feeling.
crowd. Everyone needs to shut the hell up, dude. Let me watch the movie in peace. I hate
Yeah.
going with a bunch of people.
Yeah, I already looked at my theater room. And it's full, man. It is like maybe like 2 seats and the
Mhm.
2 front row seats,
Oh,
and
dude,
yeah.
and people sitting next to me. Fuck that, dude. I hate people sitting next to me, dude.
Mhm. Um, I was trying to invite my brother, and he does not want to go on opening night. He's like, "Oh no, hell no." Those are dedicated fans. Nah, man.
Mm-mm. No way, dude. There's a bunch of weirdos.
But
But I feel like I have to watch it. If it's not opening night, it's gotta be Saturday morning. I just don't want to get spoiled, dude. Like
mhm,
I would hate for something huge to be spoiled for me because I've been waiting for this movie
yeah,
for a long time.
the marketing is so good too. Like
Hmm.
if you've seen the Bootyful controllers,
Yep. I've seen that one. There's a bunch of good content
yeah,
coming from this movie, dude. It's so
the
fun.
the Wolverine popcorn bucket.
Yeah, the popcorn bucket. I also
Oh my
like
god.
the movie theater turn off your cell phone one. That one's been fun to watch. Going to see movies. Uh, man, dude, it's just so good. Like, there's so much
Yeah,
content coming from this. It's
I'm really
amazing.
excited. I'm really excited. Um, I'm trying to think of any other speculations I might have. There's just so many possibilities and so much they could do with it, and I really hope they take advantage of the wackiness of Deadpool.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I'm really excited. I think one that like I don't really care about seeing that people want to see is like the old actor for the Hulk. Like if we're gonna do a Hulk cameo, make it Lou Ferrigno. You know.
Yeah. It's not. It wouldn't be the biggest thing for me. I'd probably just be more interested in watching, just things from the old X-Men universe, seeing a Ghost
Yeah,
Rider. I think Ghost Rider needs a little bit of a fan boost. So that'd be
I
pretty cool.
fucking need to see Halle Berry come back.
Oh, that would be nice too. Yeah.
I need to see Halle Berry come back. uh,
Yeah.
I always keep going back. I was like, how the fuck did they get Halle Berry as Storm? I was like, I do not understand that. That is crazy. But I
Yeah.
guess she is a nerd because she was Catwoman, I think, right?
Yeah. She's
Okay,
Catwoman too.
okay. I guess it's not that plausible. Um, all right. Well, yeah, that's it. I was hoping that Deadpool might make another task force, but of like just obscure characters. That'd be really funny.
Yeah.
And if Iron Man does make an appearance, I hope it's what people have been wanting. Whether it be Robert Downey Jr. and he just gets killed off in like next 10 seconds, that'll be really hilarious.
Hmm.
Or if it's
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, because people want to see like a Tom Cruise
Yeah.
variant of Iron Man.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, man. Like, that doesn't even have to be that long. It could just be like in the middle of a fight scene and we see Robert
Mhm,
Downey Jr. one more time. That'd be pretty cool.
mhm. Yeah, I man, when you go back to Professor X, in Doctor Strange 2, I realized how much I miss like watching X-Men. You
Yeah,
know, what
yeah,
was
it was, it really helped kicked off, the popularity of superheroes for as not well aged as as they did. I mean, they really did help send, superhero movies into popularity, turning them into these
yeah,
big blockbuster movies. I mean, especially Spider-Man too, because I don't know if Spider-Man really kicked all of it off. Um, but for sure, X-Men really did have its own popularity, and really made superhero movies what they are. So I guess we do need to thank them for really kicking up a lot of that, yeah, that fandom.
yeah, definitely. Do you have any more theories, speculations, John? What you want to see?
No, man, I would just my biggest hope for the movie is just Spider-Man. Something with Spider-Man would be so fun for me.
I think, man. So I think like the best, because I'm just one theorizing where this would land, and I think this would land as great as like Guardians Galaxy 3 and Spider-Man No Way Home. I think that's not going to be a question. Where I'll put those, like, oh man, that's really hard, but it all depends, man. But I think this one's going to be talked about for a while, and it's probably be
Yeah,
like maybe one of like the top 5 of Marvel.
yeah, it'll absolutely be one of the top Marvel movies of all time. That's my prediction right now. So I hope it delivers. It's got the star power, and let's see if it can get done, man. I'm excited.
All right. Well, all right, guys. It's coming out this Friday, so just a few more days. Let us know what your thoughts about the final trailer. If they mess up with these spoilers, let us know down below. Let us know what your thoughts and theories are. I know we speculate a lot of things. Let us know what cameos you want. All in all, stay crunchy.
Girl, I was born with 2 left feet. Come grab my hand, get me on that beat. The way your body's moving, I can feel the heat of that fire.